Juan Hernandez, and this is my negative constructive. Um, the affirmative states that the federal government should stop or should control censorship on the internet. That the internet should be viewed without the government's lens. The internet surveillance is what keeps us safe from any terrorist, drug activity, and illegal activities. For example, the Privacy Act 1974, enacted in December 31, 1974, a United States federal law establishes a code of fair information practice that governs the collection, maintenance, use, and dis, dissemination of personality identifiable information about the individuals that is maintained in the system of record by federal agency. A system of records is a group of records under the control of an agency from which information is retrieved by the name of the individual or by some identifier assigned to the individual. The Privacy Act requires that agencies with the public notice of their system of record by publication in the Federal Register. The Privacy Act provides the disclosure of information from a system of records, absent the written consent of the subject's individual. Unless the disclosure is a percent to one of the 12 sanctuaries expectations, the Act also provides individuals with a means by which to seek access to the amendment of their records and set forth various agency records keeping requirements. According to UKEessays.com, the censorship of internet can protect people's economic interests. Some interest information can threaten people's economic interests. Internet banking frauds happen frequently. The censorship of internet can filter a great deal of fraudulent information in the internet and enhance the supervision and control of internet banking. Due to the internet censorship, a great number of financial fraud, finished and identifiable thefts, credit card thefts, and many other illegal activities are prevented. Therefore, the economic loss of internet users can reduce or be avoided. According to Joseph Ishtalford Hogwarts, who wrote an article on searching the deep web and the unmapped internet, he states that the internet we as people use, or the search engines we use, is just the tip of the iceberg. It is the internet, the search engines we use only uses up to 4%. The other 96% of the internet is what is known as the deep web. The deep web is basically everything that is censored by or other that is not censored by our or other governments. The deep web is a very scary place to be, since most of it is comprised of child pornography, human trafficking, illegal drug deals, and even secrets to military defenses. For example, the Silk Road was a booming illegal drug market which made $1.2 billion in revenue. In October 16, the FBI managed to stop the website, but similar sites popped up. Guns, knives, drugs can be bought in the deep web. Not only can you buy guns, but you can hire hitmen to kill people. From the price ranging from $10,000 to $200,000, depending on their status. What is known as the dark web is where all the child pornography is accessed. These as the dark web is where all the child pornography These websites encourage users to act out their desire towards children and post it. In 2015, child care Shannon McGee was arrested due to running one of the sites and was recorded to physically molesting a child. It's hard to regulate all these websites and proves that the deep web is a very dangerous place to search. Shutting down these websites actually prove in making it hard for criminals to operate online. According to John Carr, an internet safety expert, states that there are steps by steps into making or creating a bomb, and believes that this is still not a myth and it's hard to track all criminal activities. The impact is that the U.S. citizens are not protected and that domestic terrorists can happen at any time. If we reduce our internet censorship, we are leaving ourselves open to any terrorist attacks. If you have a problem with internet censorship, it's legal to access the deep web. You can use the deep web without any problem. But the way it runs, it's filtered out by, well, you are your own search engine, so you leave your IP address open.
I'm the affirmative cross-ex, and I have some questions. You said that for my bill, I wanted to remove the bill, right?
Or not stop it.
Or I'm just
not
trying.
stop it, but
I'm just
kinda
trying
like-
to remove this certain bill, not remove it at all.
So you stated right here that you were trying to remove the bill, the
Yeah, this certain-
CISA bill, which is
Yeah, but it's not gonna control it.
But you're saying that you stated that whatever we search in our search engines, we are now in a program where we are afraid to search anything
Yeah,
else.
so I want to get rid of that, not of how
But that's
it's
what-
gonna control it too much.
But that's what censorship is.
Next question. You said that the deep web was hard to regulate, right?
Yes.
Now, how was it? If it's so hard to regulate, why was the Silk Road stopped? If it hasn't been regulated yet.
The Silk Road was stopped, and since there's so many websites in the deep web, there's billions and probably trillions of websites inside the deep web.
And now,
So it's hard to, kind of like search through each individual websites when more and more keep on popping.
now you don't think that those are being monitored though?
Well, that's why we shouldn't stop censorship.
I'm the affirmative cross-ex, and I have some questions. You said that for my bill, I wanted to remove the bill, right?
Or not stop it.
Or I'm
not
just trying.
stop
I'm,
it, but
I'm just
kinda
trying to remove this certain bill, not remove it at all.
So you stated right here that you were trying to remove the bill, the
Yeah, this certain-
CISA bill, which is
Yeah, but it's not gonna control it.
But you're saying that you stated that whatever we search in our search engines, we are now in a program where we are afraid to search anything
Yeah,
else.
so I want to get rid of that, not of how
But that's
it's
what-
gonna control it too much.
But that's what censorship is.
Next question. You said that the deep web was hard to regulate, right?
Yes.
Now, how was it? If it's so hard to regulate, why was the Silk Road stopped? If it hasn't been regulated yet.
The Silk Road was stopped, and since there's so many websites in the deep web, there's billions and probably trillions of websites inside the deep web.
And now,
So it's hard to, kind of like search through each individual websites when more and more keep on popping.
now you don't think that those are being monitored though?
Well, that's why we shouldn't stop censorship.
Alright. For my plan, it's to remove the CISA bill, which will cause people to be afraid to even go on the internet. They're going to be afraid that they're going to be monitored all the time just because they typed one word months and months ago. And he says about how the deep web and everything, and that only 4% of the current web is being watched right there. Why is there so why is it so much, but it's also not being as monitored as the other 4% right now? That's what I don't yeah, that's it.
So my name is Alan Hernandez, and this is a negative rebuttal, and I never stated that 4% was monitored. That's just 4% of what we can access in our internet search engine from Google, Yahoo, Opera, any of those search engines. The other 96% is what is known as a deep web. That's what's not monitored. If you have a problem with censorship, just use that. Like I said, it's legal to use the deep web, but you're exposing yourself, you're exposing your IP address, so you're only kind of like exposing yourself to the FBI to actually monitor you. And the internet is pretty much a privilege. It's not something, it's not a law to have the internet. It's just something you want, to want, not a need. And that's pretty much it.